What is up, YouTube? Back again with another video. In today's video, guys, I want to talk about some things that need to be discussed. Alright, they need to be disgusted and broken down, right? In the background, please enjoy me and Xavier, my long-term buddy of like 9 years almost now, as we get a victory royale on Cursed. Man, it's a fun game, man. If you haven't played Cursed already, go play Cursed. It's formerly known as Cuisine Royale. It's a phenomenal game. By the way, if y'all hear my window, like cars in the background, it's because my window's open. I'm just trying to enjoy the fresh air while I'm editing some videos and getting content ready to go. But anyway, let's get right into it. So, for anyone that doesn't know, the Modern Warfare 2 2022 beta is now live. We had one weekend at the beginning of the week, and it was phenomenal. I loved the game, and then everything went downhill. So we had a 2-day point of no beta, so like 2 days of no beta. And it was really good to have a little break in between betas. I was able to play some Hell Let Loose for you guys, some Cursed, and also some like Destiny 2. I was playing some Horizon Forbidden West. Just basically really pushing my PS5 to its limits to see what it is capable of. What do these games look like when they're on next gen? And then today I woke up to the beta being back, which was programmed. It was planned to be back around the 22nd, so that was about right. And we ran into a slight problem. So for anyone that doesn't know, the beta this weekend is cross-platform with PC, Xbox, and PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, as well as for PS4 and for PS4 and Xbox One, I think it is. And it's been cross-platform for the past, 3.5 years or so, from Warzone and Modern Warfare 2019 all the way up to Vanguard and now Modern Warfare 2. And I think I finally hit my limit with the amount of bullshit that I can take as a long-term fan of Call of Duty. And we're talking 14 odd years, right, almost, of COD. I've been playing a long time, alright? I played literally every COD. I don't know how many times I've said this to people. I've literally played every COD. I have over 10,000 nukes. And I'm only mentioning this because I want somebody to have reference for what I'm talking about, what I'm about to discuss. Because I know I'm going to hurt some people's feelings. And I do hope that that you guys will be, and I know you guys will be open to what I'm saying. You may not agree, but I know you guys are open to it. And with that being said, let's not beat around the bush. Call of Duty cross-platform for PC against consoles is the biggest disadvantage for pro console players as well as casual console players there's literally ever been. It makes Cronus look fair. For anyone who doesn't know what Cronus is basically a fancy gadget you use for your controller to cheat. And the only reason I'm mentioning this is because the beta has been completely and utterly destroyed. Alright? I couldn't enjoy myself for 10 minutes playing the beta. I got major flashbacks to the 2019 beta because it had the same issue. The first weekend was phenomenal. It was the weekend with cross-platform that set it stone into the ground of death. I turned off cross-platform on the beta because you can do that in this beta, which is awesome. And I seem to have a better time playing it without the cross-platform. Obviously, PS4 and PS5 both have players that are annoying as shit. But that's not the topic of this video, is a beta good or not this weekend. My topic of this beta specifically is Call of Duty should not be a cross-platform game. And I know you're going to be comments like, God, Bo LS, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you go there, man? Oh my god, I play PC, I want to play against console players. No, stop. Stop it. Okay? I think, in a way, console should be cross-platform. I think like PlayStation 5 and Series X and PS4 and Xbox One players should all be able to play together because, quite frank with you, Xbox players are dog shit, right? They're dog shit. Majority of them, anyway. I'll give you a couple good ones. Majority of them are dog shit, though. And that's not a huge problem overall, right? It's the PC people that are the problems. It's the keyboard and mouse that's the problems. I mean, doubt it. You could use keyboard and mouse on Xbox and PlayStation as well. Doubt it is more or less common than if you're on a PC. Majority of PC players are using keyboard and mouse and not really using controller. And that then enters the problems of, in my opinion, balancing the game. Because, let's be quite frank, let's be honest, let's stop beating around the fucking bush, let's stop being controller phobic, alright? Because that's what the people are being, they're controller phobic. Because they can't handle getting shit on by someone with a controller. And that is, keyboard and mouse has a severe, and I mean severe, advantage over controllers. I don't want to hear in the comments this whole argument of controllers have aim assist, keyboard mouse doesn't. We have aim assist because we are limited in what our capabilities are, right? People like me alone are pushing controllers to their limits, alright? I am pushing my controller to the absolute limit, right? I am doing movements to the absolute maximum, right? I am pushing the controller beyond what a normal casual player is even capable of, man. He's not even capable of it, alright? And I still cannot compete in a fair gunfight against PC. Okay? With over 10,000 nukes to my name. And I'll briefly go over the games that I have nukes in, so people have some context. I have 3,000 nukes in Advanced Warfare, 3,000 nukes in Modern Warfare 2, right around 700 or so in Modern Warfare 3, 600 or so, maybe it's 400, I think it's 400 in Infinite, 600 in World War 2, about 40 in Black Ops 3 pre-reset, 2 in Black Ops 4, I believe. No, Black Ops 4 is one of the only CODs that don't have a nuke in, so sadly. At least pre-reset. Modern Warfare 2, like the remaster, like the remake that's coming out now. In the beta, I already have 2 nukes. In, I'm really out of order, I'm sorry. The Modern Warfare 2019, I have about 4 or 5 nukes. I didn't really play that game that hard. Cold War, I have a couple, like 6 or so. Vanguard, I have about 15 or so. Sorry about that, as a weird cut. Let's see what else we have. Black Ops 2, about 100. Black Ops 1, I'm counting the medals, not the actual nuke in those games, since Treyarch doesn't do callable nukes. I'm probably about 150 or so. Ghost, probably about a dozen. Not a lot in Ghost. Ghost is more of a search and destroy type of guy. But with that being said, right, that's someone who is experienced in COD, who does this for a living, right? I literally do this for a living. I'm 20 years old, right? And at the moment, unemployed, but even when I was employed, I was still putting in 12 hours a day, sometimes, on COD. I was sometimes only getting 2 hours of sleep every night, so that way, when I was done my 9 to 5, I could come home and put 12 hours into the game, right? Now, don't be exact on those numbers, it's obviously going to be different every day. But, that's besides the point, right? I put a lot of time into this game. I've mastered the art of COD, right? That's my shits. That's my shits. My shits, alright? And when you're mastering and you're putting that many hours into a game, you learn things that others simply do not understand. You know things that those simply do not understand. And you realize things that those who are less than you in the game do not understand. Okay? And one thing over the years that I've learned is that PC, keyboard and mouse specifically, not just the PC, specifically keyboard and mouse, have a severe advantage over console players. And it is unfair to expect anything other than defeat when going upon them. Right? I can't tell you the last time I've had a fun, enjoyable, good game against PC players. Every COD that I've played, that I've had fun in, has always been not against them, right? And that, we're not even talking about the hardware at hand, right? Because the PS5 is basically a miniature PC. It is very, very powerful. It's pumping out games at 1440p, at 4K, and I think some games can even get to 8K. I'm not exactly sure on that. But you have PCs that are pumping out 8K, 120 FOV, fucking crazy shit. I mean, I think Jev gets like 300 frames per second or some bullshit. While I'm lucky if I get 120 on the PS5 with my TV, right? And we're not even talking about headsets. We're not talking about Discord. We're not talking about cheats. We're not talking about the flexibility of mouse and keyboard controls. We're not talking about the flexibility of controllers. They can pick any type of controller they want to use, whatever feels good to them. We're not talking about the flexibility of monitors and all the other types of shit. And that's the craziest thing to me, right? Is PC people want to act like fucking children constantly, saying, he got aim assist, brother. Yeah, well, you got aim assist because we're working on a controller. We're working on a controller. On a controller, man. And it's just crazy to me, right? Like, these PC people don't realize when they come back to a console, they do dog shit. And they don't understand why. They're like, oh, it's so easy. Oh, these people make it look so easy. Because you're dog shit. You play PC, and it makes you think you're automatically above and beyond everyone else. And that's trash. That's toxic. No one is above anyone else, right? When it comes to where you sit with the people you play on, right? Obviously, PC has some cut advantages, which does make them annoying, but I wouldn't say they're above us. I would say they need to be re-evaluated on how they're being treated. I don't give a shit that PC hasn't been given the love that COD gives console. Quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. You chose to spend $5,000 on a PC, $10,000 on a PC, $2,500 on a PC, when you could pay $600 and get the exact same experience. That's not my problem. That's really not. My problem is these PC players are affecting the way the rest of the game is played. They're affecting it. Okay? And if you want evidence, just play the Modern Warfare 2 beta. Turn crossplay on, play a couple games, turn it off, play a couple games. And I promise you, you will see a huge difference in how players play. You'll have more kills, one or the other. You'll have more deaths, one or the other. You have more fun, one or the other. And you have less fun, one or the other. Try it. You'll see what I'm talking about. Okay? And this comes to my closing argument of this whole situation. Is, I don't know if I'll be playing COD this year. After the experience I've had today on the beta, and this has been the first day of the second weekend, and I can tell there's kids that are already max rank. I've seen kids that are already level 30. Which tells me that the game is broken right now. And I don't know what the fuck they did to it. Spawns are fucked. I have a video coming soon talking about everything that's wrong the weekend 2, the beta. I just want to get some more gameplay for, Modern Warfare 2. Because, quite frankly, I don't think you guys want to hear me bitch about Modern Warfare 2 and see some fucking other game on the gameplay. But there's a severe issue with the game, and it makes me worried. Because I'm seeing the exact same thing that happened in 2019 with MW, and I'm getting worried it's happening again. Where the PC race is taking control, and they're driving the narrative they want to narrative. Alright? And that's a serious, serious problem in my opinion. It's a huge problem. Anyone that thinks that's not a problem are being sheep and following the wolf, right? Instead of being a wolf. Alright? Be a wolf. Be a fucking wolf. With that said, I'm going to close up here, man. We're going to probably edit some of this away so you guys can see the gameplay. I'll probably leave the music playing or whatever so you guys can watch the win. I'm going to be, after this video is uploaded, I'm working on my schedule. And I'm going to be fitting in Hell Let Loose, Cursed, Forbidden West, Call of Duty, Daisy. Daisy's getting a huge update soon. And Hell Let Loose just had a huge update. So tons and tons and tons of content coming there. And, yeah, guys. Thank you guys for watching this rant of a video, man. Sorry, I had to get this off my chest, boys. I had to get it off, man. It was bothering me a whole lot. But, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, man. And I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, later. So sorry, bro. Well, alright.
Oh, I'll make it.
Another kill? Fucking god at this game, bro.
No, never mind. I'm dead. I've been cursed. Yep, I'm gonna die.